today's transparency moment. My name is Sienna. I am in my early 30s and I am in a mess. The reason why I decided to have this conversation of transparency is I realized at the close of 2022 that I have been doing life wrong, especially my finances. I have been on survival mode instead of being on building blocks in order to get out of this mode. So I'm a mom, and a lot of responsibility of the child falls on me. And as much as I would love to say that I co-parent well, I do not. And I know it's a reality of most of Kenyan women where we thought we were going to settle, we thought we were going to have the family dynamic, we thought we were going to be financially independent by now and financially free. But the reality is life happens. And in my case, I know that I've made a lot of money and I've also used a lot of money in terms of like making sure the home is comfortable, investing in my home, making sure it's safe, it's cozy for the family. I've also used a lot of money in going to courses, trainings, going to therapy. I've also used a lot of money in going to coffee houses to have meetings, to strategize, and also to soothe yourself, like having that escape. I had a bit of a coffee addiction, but now I've mastered it. That's why you see I have a kettle pot here and a lot of sugar there because I now make coffee in my shop. I don't go to coffee houses. And in the best case scenario, I'm going to get a Keurig and I'll be making cappuccinos in my shop without having to go to enjoy that delicacy in a coffee house. Courtesy of Millie Money, who's a good money coach, I was able to ask myself, like, why do I go to these coffee houses? What is it about a coffee house that makes me feel like I have to go? And I realized it was the association. Like when I go to a coffee house and I see all those people coming there to have meetings, all those people coming there to be on dates, it used to make me feel like I'm part of the successful crowd. Like I'm not struggling so much. But in real sense, it's only a cover because you're trying to trick your mind into thinking you're okay instead of actually sitting with the stink and feeling the pain and going through your books and realizing that, oh, something is off. And also, I have been a serial entrepreneur. I have done so many businesses. Like right now, I have a shop. I have done skincare. I've made a rose water and I actually sell it at the shop. I have been in construction. I've been a site manager. I have done farming. I've also gone to West Africa to work, to sell artwork. I've also been to Uganda also to try and support a campsite. Like I have done so many things in the name of trying to get that bread. I've also done road shows where I've worked with Amapiano KE, great company, and I have given my essence to all these projects, trying to find out what is my thing, what is that one thing. At some point, I was also in sales and marketing. I used to sell. I had agents who I would hire, and then they would go around giving out menu books and things like that. Sales ladies. I've worked in corporate for a couple of years, and I am in the journey of fine tuning all these things because all these experiences everywhere, they're scattered everywhere. They all contribute to the frame of mind I have. They all contribute to the experiences I have. So I may not necessarily look for a job, but I want to consolidate all of them so that I have one house that holds everything. And that is why I registered my business in my name because I had so many small businesses, but they didn't represent me. So Sienna Industries is a collection of me gathering all that knowledge and experience to bring it under one roof and to build something that is solid, something that is legendary, and something that I can actually be known for and I can retire through. Although I also something by a financial coach that your business should be a fuel to your retirement. It shouldn't be the end to all in a way. That means that if this doesn't work out and I'm able to offload it, I will offload it and then I will go into real estate and I will do my best there. And if that doesn't work out, I have such a big appetite for entrepreneurship that at some point I question my sanity. Like I just got this. Why is this not enough? Because I am growing, I'm learning every day. I am not the kind of person who's going to be stuck to one phase. And it might be problematic, but I want to retire at a point where I'll be like, I did it all. I did it all. This worked and I tried it all. I don't want to have any doubt in me. I also wrote books, by the way. They're good for styling. Let me show you. A book about being a stylist, and finding your own fashion based on your body size and all that. I sell it as an ebook as well. I'll put the link in there. And I also did outfits collection where if you're having a hard time getting outfits for work, I have outfits even for parties. So it's like a guidebook. You just go to the shop and buy these things, and then you can have a whole outfit. I also made books. So I have tried everything. At some point, I wanted to have a restaurant, and I was like, mm-mm, Sienna, you have to calm down. So I don't know if there are other people who are serial entrepreneurs like me, or I'm the crazy one in the crowd, and I'm the yellow flower in the red bouquet. I hope not. I want to hear experiences. Like if you're like me, you're not alone. I am actually trying to harness all those serial entrepreneurial appetites into like one big appetite. And by the end of the year, I need to figure it out. When I started this video, I said that I realized that my finances were messed up because I'm a serial entrepreneur. I make 50K here, I make 20K here. I invested in something. I make 2,000. I want to ask myself, what can this 2,000 do to grow? So you find I may not be cash liquid, but I have stock in the shop worth so much money, and it's just holding money down because no one buys product to look at it. We all buy products to sell it. So if you're being a serial entrepreneur like me and you manage to hold the horse by the rails and guide it into one diversity, please help me out. If not, can we all explore like what is working for you and create a community here? There will also be financial advice. Like I'm learning about financial advice, I'm learning about money markets funds, so that when I get this 2,000, instead of buying products, I find ways to put the money somewhere where it's going, like in a money market fund, like in bonds and beads. I want at some point to think of how do I have liquidation, because I have these flowers. If I want to liquidate right now, I have to find someone who's interested in the flowers. But if I had a money market fund and it's earning like 8%, my 10,000 is earning 800 shillings. If I wanted to liquidate 5,000, I could do it because it's there and it's available for withdrawal. But a flower, you have to find another seller. So the barrier to liquidation is a bit bigger. I don't know if I'm making sense. So it's a nice place to be in life, and I want to figure out the next phase because come 40, I want to be that rich auntie. I don't necessarily want a Harrier, maybe a Jeep Wrangler. Godspeed. I want a Jeep Wrangler auntie who goes on safaris, who can switch off her phone and still money is getting in the bank. I want to be able to take my family on holiday. I want to be able to surprise my spouse maybe with new tires or something. Don't give them big gifts though, new tires or something, and just have a good family setup and be free. Because for me, my core value is freedom. I don't know what that does to me, but knowing that I am free to do as I please, that is just satisfying for me. Also, I'm a Virgo, and I know we are quite about freedom. We don't like to be tied down. So I hope to meet my kind of people, my tribe, and we connect. So subscribe, and you'll be seeing a lot of financial bites in this channel where I'll put them in playlist. So if you want to know about the 1,000 Kikuyu proverbs, you go to the Proverbs Girl. If you want to know about financial stuff, you come to the playlist. And if you can cut across, see the variety. There's also be parenting, there'll be marketing tips, all that jazz. I want this channel to have so much content that if you just binge watch for that one weekend, you get so much knowledge. I hope to see you in the next video. Sorry for the long video, but I had to address the issues that I am going through. So see you in the next video. Subscribe, like, share, put on the notification bell, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now. Sienna from Sienna Industries. Bye.